Hello, people. I think we are currently live, yeah. Um, I think we've got everything sorted out. And yes, I'm currently streaming to YouTube, believe it or not. So I'm using something called Streamlabs, which basically screen captures Twitch and puts it on YouTube. And I'm getting playback because I've got the sound on my phone. So yeah, I'm streaming it through Twitch, which then broadcasts to my phone, which then goes through Streamlabs, which transfers it to YouTube. So I'm kind of dual streaming, so you can either watch me on Twitch or YouTube. But if you're watching me on YouTube, you'll kind of watch me on Twitch as well. So yeah, it overlaps a bit. And the reason I want to do this is because I've said this before, but YouTube is in the works of streaming, but it allows more people to notice you, you to be more viewed and watched. But Twitch only really targets like the high streamers, so it's a lot harder to get noticed on there. But you also have to have you only have to get a lower count of followers to actually be monetized on Twitch, which is better because YouTube it's 1,000, and on Twitch it's 25 or 20, I think. So that's pretty good. Anyway, yeah. So I'm actually going to be using my own tutorial for a barn that I made. Pardon me. I'm going to be using my own tutorial for a barn that I made. And I've actually had a bit of lag recently with the mic, so hopefully it's a bit better today. Yeah, this barn that I've made is actually on the YouTube channel. I can't tell if the noise is coming from the headphones or not. It's on the YouTube channel on my tutorials playlist, and it's kind of like a medieval but fancy sort of style barn, and it's got gradients and wood types and everything like that. The point of it was for me to then go back and watch it, but obviously you guys can build it as well because it's a tutorial, and also for you guys to have a bit of creative freedom. I tailored it specifically to the blocks that I want to use because it kind of fits in with my world and surroundings and what I'm going to do with the rest of the cottage. But obviously you can use any gradients, any type of woods that you want. They don't have to match mine, and it doesn't have to look exactly like mine. I gave you a bit of creative freedom on how to make the roof, the height of the actual thing, the windows. Mine was sort of just like guidelines, and then you guys can go off and build your own sort of barns or just like big houses, to be honest, based off of what I've given you. Because I'm trying to get better at building, and I have definitely gotten better because I've been building from real life reference. So, oh yeah, so we're over here at the farm now. And actually, tell you what, something I didn't get to do last stream, which was, I believe, Friday, was actually plant all my new melons and pumpkins. And so I think we're going to go ahead and do that first. I am only going to stream for about an hour today. And I think if I could press this button, I can see how long I've been streaming for. Yeah, so if I press the Xbox home button, I can see that how long I've been streaming for, so I don't have to check my phone, which disrupts the YouTube format and also, obviously, Twitch format. So the chat on Twitch will be overlaid by the YouTube chat, I think, but I'm not sure. I don't currently know how to turn the Twitch chat off. It's probably some really simple action, but yeah, I don't know how to do it. Anyway, we need a water bucket. I've got all the seeds I need, and I've got some pumpkins on me as well, sorry. We are actually going to jump into bed because I don't want to die. Sorry, sir, I'm going to have to wake you. And I've only got one... Actually, no, I've got no workstations here, except for the composter, which is being used, so I don't think anyone can access it. Or I've killed the farmer or something. No, he's there. You can see it's been traded with. I've got some sugarcane set up here and some on the shore as well. I don't know if you've seen this already, because if you have, obviously you know what it looks like, but if you haven't, then this is what it looks like. So we've got all the sort of potatoes, beets, carrots, and wheat over here, all split into 4 equal sectors. I don't know how much exactly is in each one, but obviously if I mine it with a Fortune 3 hoe, which I do have, I get a lot more than what's in there. So I think what I do is take away 2/3 to be traded with, and then 1/3 goes back to plant. I think that's the ratio. Melons and pumpkins is a bit different, because obviously pumpkins, you get 6 seeds from pumpkin, but every melon drops 8 melon bits, and from one of those you get a seed each. So yeah, the ratio is a bit off for some of them. So what I've decided to do is have all the crops here sort of just be in this bit, and I will expand this out, like destroy the village and expand it out a lot more in the future. All the pumpkins are going to go down this way and extend out that way in rows, and the melons start about there, and you can see where I've been terraforming as well, and they're just going to stretch off that way, and they already do, and that actually goes towards my mob farm, so we're not actually too far away from home. Pardon me. And then that would just extend widely out that way as well. And what I'm hoping is, because currently I'm also setting up my villager trading hall inside a cylinder that I've dug out, which is going to be part of like lore and stuff when it comes to it in May time, I think. But it's basically, I think it's 32 farmers in like a circle. And obviously there's only 4 types of farmers, so you've got your beets, your carrots, potatoes and wheats. And if because 32 divided by 4 is 8, and there's 4 sides. So, gonna have 8 of every one, and also all of them will trade melons and pumpkins, which is really good. And when I tone it down with a zombie villager, even better. So yeah, I'm trying to farm as many melons and pumpkins as I can. But yeah, what we're going to do first is going to have to put the water in. And because these are already considered water sources, I can literally just go ahead and do this. So yeah, we'll get over to the tutorial, because I actually a bit later, because I do need to collect some like blocks. One thing I am missing is calcite. So what I think I'll do currently is just build the barn without the calcite and then add it in at a later date. Because there's some sub blocks I can use, because as I said in my tutorial, I don't have to use specifically those blocks. So I could just skip out the calcite and use another sort of earthy white block. And that could actually be maybe some polished diorite, in contrast with the diorite, and then maybe fade that into some snow, because I don't have any white concrete, and then obviously I've got tons of white wool, so that's all good. And actually I've got tons of iron blocks as well, so that should be fine. But basically we're going to just fill this with water all the way along, and then run down the sides with our hoe and plant all the seeds. Actually, I think I'll do the water for all of them first, and then run up the... Yeah, you're probably thinking, why don't you have a bunch of buckets? It's actually easier to do it like this, because you don't have to fill all the buckets up and fill all these spaces in. Rather, you're just grabbing one bucket, filling one space in, over and over and over again, and much quicker. The ends justify the means. Oh yeah, anyone who's new here, because obviously it's on YouTube, I found out it's a YouTube stream, you can subscribe if you enjoy my content. If you're enjoying the stream, you can subscribe. If you don't know really what I do, then you can check out the rest of the channel. And I will primarily be YouTube streaming now instead of Twitch streaming, because again, it's just easier to do. Obviously, this stream also goes on to Twitch, because I'm using it through Twitch. So again, kind of dual streaming. And I guess I could like alternate once I, well, get enough subs to actually just properly stream on YouTube. Oh, no, I don't need to do that anymore, do I? That's good for me. Yeah, subscribing. So yeah, you can subscribe on YouTube and also follow on Twitch if you are watching over on Twitch. It's the same name, same spelling on Twitch as my YouTube channel. Same for my TikTok and Instagram. Same name, same spelling, same numbers, everything. And also maybe like the stream. You can type something in chat as well. Say hi. Just a simple hi would be very nice. Yeah? Very, very nice. Actually, I can't currently see the chat from YouTube because I have things streaming through my phone. So what I might do is just pull up my laptop quick and monitor the stream through that quick. And then I'll use the laptop for also watching this tutorial as well. I don't think you guys, yeah, you can't donate anything yet because obviously I haven't been monetized yet. But yeah, again, just a simple hi or a simple like, show support, shows you enjoy the content, and it's enough for me, to be honest. It's enough for now. Sorry if I go quiet for a bit, I don't really have much to talk about. I mean, apart from I had mocks recently, going okay. Speaking of which, I've got exams in May, June time, so videos might be a bit tight around then, but that's also when I'm starting the regular basis. So, obviously videos will be a bit tighter anyway. Right, so we're going to run up and down here with the hoe, and then just fill this with seeds on the way back, and then run up the hoe and back down on the other side. And actually, I'm missing some seeds over there, as you can see. Seed. Actually, speaking of farming, I work at a garden centre. Pretty good day today. Some days aren't so good, but some days are. One of the better days. Don't know why. Some good days and bad days. Yeah. Everybody has good days and bad days. Can you? Oh, no, you can't find the water. Never mind. Yeah, that joins up there. And then actually, all we're going to do is fill up this side just quickly because it looks like I've missed out some. And by the way, because oh no, actually, you have to mine melon blocks to get emeralds rather than actual melon pieces. So that's why I need so many, rather than just having like one bit with fortune, because obviously you don't get emeralds from melon pieces. You get them up to that already. I kind of joined late in season 1, they didn't really have any ideas, and it's kind of gone a bit wrong. And then we had some trouble with it, but you just have to wait and see. Yeah, if I get a new controller, I can connect to Bluetooth and connect it to my phone, which is really cool. Sounds quite good. Oops. Yeah, it should be fun. Oops. There we go. Also, Valentine's Day is coming up quite soon as well. 14th of February. So in 29th today, isn't it? So 30, 31 plus 14, so 2 plus 1. In 15 days, because the 16th day will be February 14th. So in 15 days is Valentine's Day. I might do something on here, because I did something last year. Kind of made a giant heart and said thank you very much for everybody subscribed. I might want to do something a bit different this year, but I'm not sure. Probably will just build a giant heart again, but make it a 3D or something. cool. I might look at what some people have done in the past, and then either have my own take on that, or step it up a lot, or just come up with something completely new. Yeah, so we're basically going to plant all of these seeds, and I mean all of them. I mean, we're almost out anyway. And then we're going to go plant all of these pumpkins, which I'm going to turn into seeds as well. Are we planted all the way down here? We're not. Okay, so we can start planting here too. And then I can fill these two columns on the left with water as well. Columns, rows, actually depends what's the way you're looking. So this way it would be a column, but this way it would be a row. And then technically that would be a column. So, yeah. Do I have a bed? Oh, I don't have a bed on me. That's annoying. I'm going to go nick a bed from the village so that I can sleep. Because it is also thunderstorming, which means there will likely be some sort of witches as well. Because villagers struck by lightning get turned into witches, which is not very fun at all. Also, this world is starting to get particularly laggy. Hey, I did not mean to hit you. I've killed the iron golem here, and there's not enough villagers to make a new one. Because this is actually where I got my original villagers from to make the village training hall. Because since this isn't actually too far away, it's only like a couple thousand blocks that way to get to the actual cottage. The portal that's linked up in the Nether hub isn't. It's like only like 20, 30 blocks away, which is alright. We just go sleep over here. Let's cut out all these sunflowers as well. Really, really annoying. Because I can't place water, otherwise it will destroy the melon seeds as well. I'll break that, and then we'll just keep going with this. Also, that stopped the rain because it was thunderstorming. I need to make a lightning machine, a laggy lightning machine. Basically, you put a trident on a piston, you constantly move it, and as long as you have channeling on that trident, or maybe even like 3 tridents. Well, actually, what you could do is make a trident killer, which is where a trident is constantly pushed around the circle with channeling on it, on ice, and actually throw about 3 tridents in there, and that would like constantly summon lightning. And then you could actually have that lightning go into a lightning rod, just by like design or something, and that lightning rod could power something. I'm not sure. I spoke about this last stream, but I want to set up some sort of automatic lighting system. Over at the cottage as well at some point, with just redstone lamps, some light sensors, and some redstone dust, some repeaters. So yeah, just put some lamps in sort of like random spots, and I'll put the lamps in random spots and have the light sensors connected up to them, which will also be hidden. But they should still detect the light difference, which means they should only turn on at night, which means that it should be safe for the villagers to walk around. And that's why I do want to actually have my cottage be eligible for villagers to actually just walk around in it, which is why I'm thinking of maybe the trading hall I've set up there is currently sort of breeding place for the villagers to breed, so I can get them into the big trading hall I'm building. But once I'm done with the breeding chamber, what I can do is actually just sort of like rework the place, redesign it into sort of like a mini house. I have got sort of like a fantasy sort of Tudorish style house front outside. And then the inside I'm going to make it look a bit like Liberty's in London. If you don't know what that is, search it up. It's a very famous shop. Gonna make it look a bit like the inside of that, and it's gonna have multiple floors. Obviously, a lot of it's just gonna be for looks, and they'll have all their beds in like separate rooms that I'll have built for them. I think that will look really cool, and they can all go to their beds when they need to. And then I'll have a door out the front that they can access and use. And then whenever they want to, they can just get up and walk around the village. And I'll make sure, like, even if there are dark areas, I will put torches there, so that literally no mobs can spawn at all. And the wall that I make will be high enough so that mobs can get over, even spiders, because I have set up anti-spider walls, because I've got stairs that sort of go over the top. So that's pretty good. I'm going to put some turrets in as well, and if you don't have some big turrets, you basically put a snow golem in like a 2-block high tower, or just one block off the ground, or just on the ground in general. Surround him in like a couple blocks so he can't escape, and then give him half a block's window so he can a block's window so he can see out the front. And then he can just throw as many snowballs as he wants. And what you can do is actually cram at least 4 or 5 into one space, and they can all throw snowballs at the same thing, or at multiple things, and they won't hit each other. They're all sort of like in one space. And actually, if you put fire in front, so you can actually have a bit of netherrack be sitting on all sides of it, and with that netherrack there, and set that on fire, it means that when they throw their snowballs, they'll be flaming snowballs, and when they hit the mobs will take fire damage, which is pretty cool. So I definitely will set up some turrets, and also some sort of lighting system. The wall's already done halfway. I just need to like sort of design it, add a bit of scenery, and I also need to add some like trees and some contraptions, and obviously the barn. So finishing off the cottage will be trees, sort of like cranes and contraptions, fancy style stuff, the house fronts, finishing up sort of like the inside of the what is to become the cottage, sort of villager house. And then my little sort of hobbit hole house will be sat next to that. And then I've actually got a massive storage system at the back, which I need to design. And then I've got like a couple towers made of not dark stone, what's it called, deep slate, and a bit of black stone that's on top. That was kind of like the Halloween special 2 years ago. And all my specials and like little additions like Valentine's Day and Pancake Day and Halloween and Christmas, I leave them all in the world because they're kind of just memories. And also, at some point, if I can, what I want to do is upload this world to some sort of platform where other people can access it and just go on it themselves. And I won't have it on Visitor. You can sort of just like mess around, do whatever you want. Just don't blow it up. Actually, I'll turn like TNT explodes off, something like that, and have the stuff like permanently off, because I don't want people like blowing up the world or anything. But yeah, at some point, if I can, I'll get this uploaded to a platform where you guys can access it and play on it yourself. I might even have like armor and setups and stuff. And actually, speaking of armor, the other day I saw a video about the new update that's coming to Minecraft, 1.20. There have been hints about archaeology being added to the game, along with the sniffer, because it's technically a dinosaur, I guess. Tons of diamonds. So yeah. And also smithing tables. Again, I think this, just from what I've seen, are going to be the only sort of like workstation that has multiple uses. So you can add trimmings, upgrades, and yeah. Whereas like things like the loom and the furnace and the crafting table, they all have one function. So crafting table, you craft stuff. The loom, you make banners. The furnace, you smelt things. But the smithy table will have upgrades, trimmings, and then there's one other thing as well. And if they do add archaeology, I think they're going to add ceramic pots as well. And you can get different designs based off certain things that you collect. But I'm not sure. Again, this is just what I've heard. I don't know if it's true. Would be quite cool if it was true, though. Now, you may be wondering, what am I going to do with all this dirt? I'm going to let it despawn. Because I don't need dirt. What I need is to plant these melons so we can go ahead and do something else. Oops. And actually, stop here then, and we'll go and plant these melon seeds here. Actually, I'll run to the end quick, and just hold this down, and then go all the way back, and then plant all the seeds in, so we have a bit more space, so I can pick up a bit of dirt, so that it doesn't lag too much. I think I do have a bed on me now as well, so I can sleep if I need to. Yeah. Already this farm is getting massive. I mean, I know it's not as big as some people's, but still it is getting big. Right, we just need to head all the way to the end, and actually plant these flowers over here because they take inventory space. Chuck that dirt in our inventory, and yeah. Actually, I'll grab my bed as well, just have that on hand, it would be nice. I like to have all my tools perfectly aligned, so that I can get them whenever I need to. Head down the end here, chuck the bed down, and just wait for a minute. Because the sun has to go fully down before you can go to sleep. Like, even if the moon's low, the sun has to be fully down. Not yet, now. There we go. Okay, so we're going to sleep. Break this bed, and then we're going to go ahead and plant all these seeds, come back around and plant all the other seeds. And then go back up here and dig out the rest of this dirt. So we can plant the rest of these seeds. Yeah. And it's about 3 stacks for every row, I'd say. So 3 times 6. 3 times 6 is 18, and then 60 is, so that's 180. 3 times 4 is 12, so it's 192 seeds per row. Currently, on that's an estimate, that's not specific, but it's about 3 stacks per row, is what I'm saying. Or if it was 2 stacks, which it could also be, it would be 128. Oops. Yeah, so that's 2 stacks already, and then this is my 3rd. Actually, maybe it's no. This is the 2nd stack. Sorry. Pretty sure anyway. Also, another thing I got to mention is benefits of streaming on YouTube is that your live stream stays around forever. And that's really good because it means that anyone who's watching this recorded, you could be watching it by 5 years later. Whereas Twitch, it deletes the streams that you save Like, even though you save them, they're only saved for a certain amount of time. I'm guessing it's because they can't have everybody's stream saved all at once, because it might like do something to the system. Not really sure how that works. But just getting how it works. With Twitch, my streams only stay up to 14 days, which is 2 weeks, because I don't have Twitch Prime. And if you have Twitch Prime, they stay up to 90 days, which is at least a month or two, I'm not sure. No, it's 4 weeks and a month, 7 falls are... Yeah, so, yeah, more than a month actually, yeah. 14, yeah. 14 falls, 10, 50, 4 falls are 16. 14 falls are 56, and then 17 falls, 10, 40 again, 7 falls, and 28, 68, out, 20 falls are 80. So I'm guessing it's at least like 21 or 22 weeks, which is about 90 days, yeah. Something like that. Yeah, sorry there's no music. I prefer to actually use the game music when I'm playing the games, because let's play vanilla, and also just game sounds. Now the music is currently playing. I do actually have some discs as well. You know what, I haven't actually checked YouTube yet. Yeah, I haven't checked YouTube yet to see like who's here. That's got bad. Come on, sign in, please. Just sign in. How long have I been going for? Right, so we've been going for 38 minutes. Screw going for an hour. I'm going to go until I get these melon seeds down, and then also have built the thing. Build the barn. The barn is the main thing for today, because it's the biggest tutorial build that I have. Because it's the biggest part of the cottage currently, aside from the trading hall. And actually, I will be doing more on the villages every now and then. So you may see me streaming on like Tuesday, Wednesday, Monday. I don't really have like a specific schedule. Just do them every now and then when I feel like. But the only days that I know I definitely will stream on are Fridays and Sundays. Because Shadowcraft Sundays, and actually I'm meant to do Freedom Fridays, which is where I play different games, but I've been coming back on Shadowcraft recently, just because it's getting a bit tweaked with plans and stuff and other things, so that's why. Yeah, I'm just going to switch over to not my laptop, but YouTube on my laptop, and I'm just going to see. No, I want to pause that video. I want to pause that video. Pause the bloody video. Right, if I go to me, and if I go to my channel, I should see that I'm currently live. It's not raining in the game, and in real life as well. Oh, it's heavy raining outside actually. Yeah, I can see on YouTube now. That's all good. Yeah, we're going to keep planting these seeds. Obviously, anyone that's watching this back, you can type stuff in chat. Obviously, I won't see it now, but I will get a notification when you do it, even if it's not while I'm live. So I just know you've said hi or liked. Yeah, that's quite nice. We are rapidly decreasing in melon seeds, which is good. Also bad, because we are planting all of them. But also I'm running out. Right, we need to mine some more of this so that I can put the dirt in. Good thing I fixed my shovel. Hey. Yeah, I have a tendency to lose my tools when I die, because I always, no word of a doubt, have valuables on me when I die, and it's really annoying because stuff despawns after about 5 minutes, and if you're really far away, yeah, things can be bad. Because I've lost count of how many times I've died. I'm pretty sure there's a way you can see how many times you died. But I've died so many times on this world, I have lost count. It's because I'm not too bothered about dying anymore, because, like, well, I've got the villagers set up, and I've actually got the top layer of villagers, and again, anyone who hasn't watched before, the top layer of villagers is all librarians, and it's literally, we're getting playback, it's literally every single enchanted book trait you can get at its highest level from the villagers. They haven't been dulled down to their lower prices with the zombie village yet, but the prices are still pretty good, considering. And also some of the farmers, because I'm going to have farmers below, some of the villagers that are going to be in the actual cottage are going to be librarians, but they're only going to be bookshelf librarians, which means if I break bookshelves with Fortune 3 Axe, I get books, and then I can trade those books in to get emeralds, which I'll then use to buy the enchanted books. So yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, everything's going pretty well so far. But obviously, yeah, you can say your stuff in chat. I mean, very welcome to. And I haven't got an end to this because I forgot to put one in. Right, we are going to go ahead and fill this in with dirt then. There we go, and then we can go all the way down and just make this all hoed dirt. And then we can come back up with the seeds and go down the other side as well. And then I think we should just about run out of seeds for melons. And then we can head over to the pumpkins and plant all them too. I'm actually to jump into bed quick. Yeah, I'm going to do that. Get rid of the rain as well, hopefully. Yeah, the rain's disappearing because it was also another thunderstorm. If it's just normal rain, it doesn't get rid of it for some reason. Because you can only sleep during thunderstorms and at night time. We are getting some really decent melon growth. Actually, what I might do before I head back is just mine down all the melons that have grown while we've been building this farm. And I'll actually get up on that hill there just to have an overview of how much it's grown. So a lot of these, the actual stalks haven't grown yet, which is fine because even if I'm not in this area, they will still grow because I'll be in loads of chunks. Yeah, that's all good. Fine. We go back down this way. With all our seeds that we have left. Actually, I won't need the bucket anymore because I'm all done with the water. And we just go down this way, just like this. And then we'll get onto that hill, grab that dirt, have an overview, mine down all the melons really fast, go plant our pumpkin seeds, head back through the portal and get started on that barn. Actually, no, I started last time. I've just laid out the foundation gradient and everything, and then we're going to actually build everything else. Huh? I haven't got my shirt out. Am I sure as they've been ironed?
Yes, we're doing all this stuff.
Thank you. What time is it after I finish this? After I finish streaming, which will be about half an hour. Is that alright? I'll be about half an hour. And I'll go and get everything ready after that. That was just... That was just my mum asking me to get ready for school tomorrow. Yeah, I'm in sixth form. Last year. So, yeah, A-levels and stuff. Big year for me, actually, because I got uni next year, and I might be taking a gap year, but I'm not sure. I have to see. And I've kind of had some plans for, like, this, and that's also why I want to get this world finished before I go on a gap year. Because otherwise we're going to miss out a bit, and also my brother might come on here and delete it, so can't want to get this down. Yeah, let's go, and no, actually no, let's leave all the melons to grow instead, because then when we come back next time, there'll just be a field full of melons, and it'll look awesome. I mean, most of these are grown. I've actually got an automatic farm, which I'm going to tear down at some point, because I want to rebuild every automatic farm in the game. Obviously, certain ones will have to be in their respective biomes, because some ones won't work in spaces. So, like, raid farms can't be next to certain bits, and obviously you have to build a raid farm on top of a pillager outpost, because that's just how the mechanics work. So yeah, we make some pumpkin seeds. Oh, it's 4 not 6. That's right then. And then we can just fill these all the way down. I don't think these are as long as the melon strips, so it won't use as many. We don't have as many seeds as the melons. So that's 1. And then I'm going to say it's about 1.5. It's about 1.5, so 2 stacks is for like two rows or 2 columns. That's 2 stacks is 128 plus third would be 180. No, 192. There we go. Yeah, 192. Approximately 192 pumpkins every time you harvest both sides. Oops. Let's fill us up with water, just like the melons. I've done that wrong. There we go, just keep going along. Actually, just going to jump over to the... Oh no, there is more sunlight on that side. I'm going to quickly run down here and mine out anything that's in the way. So it's going to be really annoying while I put the water in. I've actually stopped here because I don't really want to go any further. It also would be annoying to do. because I kind of need to go and do other stuff as well. On the world, obviously, not real life, because it's the evening. Yeah, we're just going to fill this water all the way down, just like we did in melons. And then once that's done, we're going to go ahead and get the barn done. Oh no, put the seeds in first, obviously. Gonna hoe it down, put the seeds in, and then go get that barn done. Hopefully. I might not get the whole barn done, but I'm not sure. Depends what the time is. What is the time? It's 20, does that say 20 or 21? So it says 8:30 currently. It's 8:30 currently. So yeah, I probably won't get the whole barn done then. I'll probably have to get some of the barn done off camera, and it will be ready by February. Or I'll finish it in, because the thing is, I've got time like all through February to actually build all this stuff still, but that's also when the episodes start again, so that's when the lore comes around, and also like the story begins to pick up. So yeah, just prepare for that. That's why I need to get this stuff built before I do that. And also Valentine's Day coming up too, so yeah. Me. Here, place it there, place here, place there, place here, place there, place here, place there, place here, take there, take here, take there, take here, take there, take here, take there, take here, take that. Oh, that's not right, and that's going to destroy some of my seeds. There, here, there. We're almost at the end of the thing. For goodness sake. This is why I hate doing it with sunflowers, because they get in the way. And things like that happen, and if you have seeds down, it's really annoying. Probably why I need to clear out all these sunflowers. Yeah, we're going to run out of seeds on this one, hopefully. And if we don't, just because we are like low on time, I will run back, check these in the chest, and get started on the barn. I don't have any rockets to fly over, so it might take me a bit of time just to walk over there. And actually, some of this strip here isn't filled up, so we should just run out of seeds perfectly, which would be good. Actually, we've got 2 strips here to fill up, so yeah, we should definitely run out of seeds. We can make some more rockets. We need gunpowder. Speaking of gunpowder, I'm going to set up a ghast farm at some point, which will be very fun. Night. It's my brother saying good night. Oh. Right, let's get these last couple of seeds in, then go to that barn. I need to jump into bed. Very luckily no mobs spawned, which is good. Just going to put the seeds all the way down here. All the way down hither. And yeah, once again, I'll come back at on Friday, probably next week, or off camera at some point, and just do like a harvest. Or I could do it in my first Feb video, which will, and videos most likely will be coming out every Saturday. I try to do them weekly. Obviously, I don't have a specific schedule, and if they're larger videos, then they'll be coming up more spaced out. Don't worry if I don't upload one or 2 weeks in a row. Just know that, or just hope that one will be coming the next week. And yeah, like I said, streams again Friday and Sunday, but like the videos, if they don't come out on those days, you can either go on YouTube and check out all the videos that you haven't watched yet, or in fact this stream as well, because this will stay on YouTube now. And also just, yeah, hope that I upload the next Sunday or the next Friday. Also, taking any suggestions for what games I should play for Freedom Friday, because I do have Streamlabs now, and I can stream to YouTube. I could actually try streaming some mobile games. I have some good ones on there. I have some mobile Minecrafts that I can do. Or maybe even I could do just not like normal mobile games, I guess. Can't remember what I actually have on my phone. Actually, no, I have something called Idle Miner, and then there's also a game called Rodeo Stampede, which I've had since... I have a Game Center account, and I've been logged into the same account since... year 6, I think. So... yeah, that's quite cool. And that's going pretty well. Instead of filling just all the way up, I'm just gonna like do it like this, because we are going out on a bit of time now. I kind of want to get these last seeds in. The only reason I do it like fully water sourced blocks is because it looks nicer, but it doesn't necessarily mean that they will grow faster. They'll grow at the same speed that I place these ones. And obviously, plants grow in a 4-block radius around water, any water source. That's quite cool. Actually, any seeds I get here I'll place in the wheat section on the way back. On me. Yeah, last couple, here we go. And we can place those 13 wheat seeds in the wheat section on the way back. Yeah, we're not going to run out, are we? Right, I'll check the rest of these in the composter then. Doesn't really matter. Because we're definitely going to have leftovers. Yeah, that's right. Try and miss all the seeds. Completely mess up the fence. Nope. There is a way to go, but you have to do it very specifically. Point up, jump right at the right time, or you could just jump on here and just... Yeah, so as you can see I have some pretty substantial wheat growth. And obviously wheat is one of those ones that give you seeds and the actual product of the crop. So I'm going to get a lot more from here than I get from carrots and potatoes. Which is why I was thinking originally that I probably should make carrot and potato areas the biggest, which is why they've sort of got these extended front bits here. Chuck the rest of these seeds in this chest, and actually we can take all the dirt back so I can chuck it in my storage system. Any sort of like flowers and this stuff can be left here. Actually, any flowers I can just chuck in the system now. So there's melons, those apples can stay here. Any flowers I have on me can go into the soak in this bamboo actually. I can say that I left cactus there on purpose. Flower, flower, flower. Right, all flowers can go into here then. There we go. And then I can leave this egg here as well. And then the rest of the stuff I'll take actually into leave this bucket here too. And I'll take this bed with me. I did actually get a new purple bed because I stopped by a spruce village while I was out exploring yesterday. A bit on the world. It's a new spruce village that I found. So whenever I build a mega base there, I'll have a village to visit. So that'll be really fun. And I have actually spawn proofed the nether, except for the fact that villagers come through portals sometimes. I basically dug out a massive area underneath where magma cubes can spawn, because I'm actually in a basalt biome, as you can probably guess by the cascals, but that also acts as a space for them to spawn where I've got a couple frogs down there, so I can go down and kill them. Sort of like a semi-automatic froglight farm. I can only farm the yellow froglights, which is what I'm going to use for my main sort of light source block. Obviously I do want to get the other froglights such as the purple and green ones, but you have to use green flogs. You have to use green frogs and white frogs for those. So yeah, green for green ones and then white frogs for the purple ones. So yeah, purple bed. We are now back. Just going to set my spawn point here, because obviously I'll be in the cottage building most of my stuff. And you can sort of see the barn over the back there. So I'd actually move it because it was originally there. Let's get some rockets. It was originally over in this space here, hence the path. But I decided to move it at the back because what I want to do is have like cranes and stuff sort of surrounding this ore tower. I'll get to that a bit later. But I want to have sort of like cranes and contraptions sort of leaving this place, sort of setting up like a construction site around this thing, so that when I do mine this down, after it gets to build height and is filled all the way through, which it is currently, they will drop all down into like some sort of system. Obviously I have like a massive time lapse and a bunch of shulkers with me, but it'll look really cool with all the construction site, and if I ever need to build another ore tower I know where to build it. I want to have like a bunch of carts and stuff around here as well. I did actually run out of diorite while I was doing this gradient here. And I don't need a tutorial for the first bit because I know how high I need to build everything. So if I just grab the rest of these logs in here, and then actually check some of this in here, and I need to grab some more diorite as well actually. So I'm actually going to grab some more diorites from my mine, which is down here, and I have no way to get back up. Once I go down, is there any diorite in here? No, there isn't. Ow, my legs. No diorites. No diorite. No diorites. No diorite. There's a bit of iron in there. No diorites. No diorites. I've never need diorites so much. And actually a lot of people have hate about diorite because it is quite an ugly block, but it's really good for gradients. So yeah. Where are we going? Diorites. Yeah, so I do have this like massive mining space down here. It's quite cool. And I'm using it to dig out for something that I will build eventually, but that's under wraps currently. I'm doing quite well with the mining, as you can see. Actually, yeah, any diorite I can grab, I am just going to grab because I need it. Oh, I can actually use bone blocks. That might help. Yes. The white texture, all quartz as well. Actually, yeah. Just trying to think of white blocks. I'll probably need about 5 more stacks of diorite, I'd say. So that's about enough now, and I actually need some blocks to get back up to, yeah. So if I grab that and then this, because I no longer have rockets, I will have to use stone to get back up and down, as you can see by my various ladders that I built here myself here. Just going to work our way back up to top. I have a haste 2 beacon set up in here, and this is one of my 5 beacons I have. And I actually got these beacons while the wither trapped under like the end portal still worked, but it doesn't work anymore. It breaks free and it's very destructive, and you die very easily now, which is annoying, which means I need to find a new way of farming withers. I have a fortress farm to get the actual skulls, so that's not a problem. It's just the actual wither fighting that I don't want to have to deal with, and which is why I want a farm of some sort. I have random beds sort of like placed around my village here and there, just so that I can sleep whenever I want to as well. Ooh. And when I need to, what I'll do is just terraform this path round and lead it over to the barn, because I don't really want it going off around that way. I think it'll be much better to bring it like round this bit and then up into here. So these actually need to go up by 8 blocks, so that's 1, and then we need to go up by another 7. That's also the height of the gradient. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then same on the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 7. And actually, what I'll do currently is if I grab a block that doesn't fit in with the gradient, what I'll do is then come back later and fill that in with calcite. So maybe if I grab a bunch of stone and place it in where the calcite would go now, then when I want to, when I've got enough calcite, I can come back and obviously fill it in. Yeah, let's finish off this gradient though. I actually gonna add some holes here and there. There we go. There we go. Make a hole there, and here and here. And then basically you place them at random heights. I've set a height limit of 4 for the diorite, because it's sort of like the base of the gradient, and it needs to steadily build up and not just be diorite all the way up. So I'm going to go 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, and then 1, and then 1, 2, 3, and then 1, and then 1, 2, 2, 3, 1, and 1, 2, and 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 2, and then 1, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, and 1, 2, 3, then move 1, and then move 1, 2, annihilate this tree. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, and then maybe just a 2 there. So now what I can do is go back and add holes into the side of this, which is where the calcite will sort of seep in and make it transcend through the gradient scale a lot easier. So you don't want to add too many holes because that can look a bit odd and decrease like the clarity of the build, I guess you could call it. You want just enough space where the calcite can creep in so that it does look quite nice. There we go. I'd say that's like a good amount, and you don't really want them all on the same level either. So maybe you can have a couple there and maybe one there. Build up with some black stone and some deep slate, and have that sort of like grasping onto the side of the barn, sort of like holding it down, structural support style. Then I've got some other like giant things I want to sort of like coming out of it, mini extensions, maybe like a stables or just a little like crop farm out the side. And the actual interior, there won't be one. And what I have been thinking is, because I have the big dig, and this is actually sitting directly on top of it, believe it or not, I could actually have this whole thing sort of like drop down as like a slime walk elevator down to the big dig that sits underneath, which I think again would be really, really cool. And then we'll jump on top of the wall in a minute just to fill in where I think the calcite would go again. Because obviously it's not just going to sit in the holes, it's going to go up there as well. And then we're going to do... I don't have a lot of white concrete, so what I'm going to use again as a substitute is snow, but I won't actually remove the snow because it is quite a smooth block, which is quite nice. So if I can just get on top of the wall now, so all I'm going to do is place a bit of stone here and there and jump onto the wall. And then go along with the rest of the stone, so I'll just fill in certain areas I want to have calcite in, and again just sort of make it a bit jagged. It doesn't have to be perfect size, it doesn't have to be flat all the way around. And you want to make sure it's not flat all the way around, but you want to make sure that all the blocks sort of join up, so sort of like diagonally like this. You don't want to have any sort of gaps unless like you have holes later. And actually I'm trying to just, a good way to kind of just join everything up diagonally and like make sure there's no diorite visible underneath like when you're building. So I would need to fill that whole gap in, and then there, and then that bit, and then obviously there. Just go along and make sure you can't see any diorite sort of like underneath. Can't make a tutorial out of this, aren't I? Shouldn't really be doing that. You can go ahead and watch the tutorial on the channel. Obviously you'll see me building it on here, and actually a lot of it I'll do off camera, and it'll probably be done by the next time you see me. Yeah. All this stone is going to be turned into calcite at some point. But yeah, like I said, I have been getting better at building. A lot better. Definitely very recently as well. I've run out of stone. Right, I'm going to go get some more stone to fill in where I think the calcite should go. I'm just going to go nick some from over here because I have plenty of stone down in my mine, to be honest. How long we 76 minutes, which is an hour and what? So 60. It's 10 is 70. It's an hour and 16. So we've got another about 20 minutes, I'd say. Yeah. Another 20 minutes at least. So we'll just nick some more stone from here, to be honest, and just go around and fill in. Because, yeah, look, I've got a massive, massive mine down the bottom, so I'm not really too short on stone. I actually need to go grab some snow in a minute as well. You can see where I've missed bits here and there. That's all good. Take this down. Do actually need to fix my pick at some point as well. I won't do that on stream because it'll be a bit boring for you guys to just sit there and wait. So yeah, I won't do that. 5, jump, and then there, and then down. Just keep going along like this. Hide all the diorite underneath from my perspective. Yeah, it seems alright. And then this one needs to be hidden, so is that one. Drop down and place a block before I take damage. Just like that, cover up all that diorite. Actually, that block does need to be there, because it covers up the block in front. There we go. There we go, and then I need to whip out my bed in a minute as well, actually. Because it is turning night time. Is there? Yeah, there's a 2-block space here. Do that and put the bed there, jump in it. Wait for it to be morning. Oh, my hand's already sweaty right now from trying to. I haven't got a cramp yet, which is surprising, because I usually do get a cramp around now, but I guess it's because I've been gaming a lot more recently, so. There is actually a space that's back there I didn't fill in. Actually, I've just broken that a bit there. Yeah, I missed a bit of stone along these bits here, right there, filled in now. And yeah, once again, that will all be turned into calcite. Is that my dog? No, I think, oh no. Wolves just kill llamas. I did have dogs and cats at some point, but they all just died or despawned or something. No, they died because they helped me fight zombies, and one of them came to the end with me and got killed by the Ender Dragon. There is actually leather over there. I will go pick that up, because leather is useful, even in late game, because I think you can trade it in with leather smiths, or the people who make clothes. I can't remember what they're called. Clerks. No, not clerks. I'm thinking clerics, they're potions. Yeah, I need to go grab some snow, and then we'll grab the white wool while we're over there as well. Actually, I can actually use the portal, or the hub, to get to my farm space as well. You guys get to see that. Which is where I'm going to build all the farms, except for the ones that need to be in their respective biomes. Have I got any snow lying around? I don't think I have, actually. Oh yeah, this is all the stuff I currently have. That's not all the diamonds I have, though, because a lot of them are on the beacon in the big sort of mining area that I have set up downstairs. That's all snow. That's all good then. So there's no more snow there. Do I have any here? No. No. Don't have any snow there. No. None there. I do have a snow farm set up here, so I should be able to just grab some from there. Just got some white wool here. Yeah, I will need to head over to. Oh, I've got some calcite there. I will need to head over to the wool farm, definitely. Just to grab some more, because that's not going to be enough. Tell you what, actually, is there any. I'm going to sit here for a bit then. Just grab some snow, to make some snow blocks. So we can put them in place of where the white concrete would be. We need about 3 stacks, I'd say. So I have something called filler blocks and texture blocks when gradienting. Filler blocks are sort of what sit on the top and bottom, and they're what take up the most space, because they're like the start and the finish. Texture blocks are what go in the middle, so for me they'll be my calcite and my snow blocks, or white concrete, because they sort of texture and they sort of articulate between the two colours that are at the start and the finish. That's why I have filler and texture blocks. just a bit of insight on my perspective on building. And I can actually make snow blocks while I'm here. Yeah, so I'll stop once that's like half full, because otherwise my shovel is going to break. I noticed that Creeps and Characters, one of my friends, Will, did a stream. What was that? Did a stream. The other day. It's 2022 recap, and it's sort of like stuff in 2022, pop culture, real events, good things, bad things. He was doing like a colouring stream at some point as well. It's pretty cool. Sort of like a big illustration piece. And I actually do my art myself. My most recent grade in art is a B, which is very, very good. I realise that I'm talking a lot quieter now. That's only because the door's open. And I don't want to be too loud because my brother has just gone to bed. I'm just going to shut the door. There we go. I can talk a bit louder now. 83 minutes. So it is 9 now. I've got till like 10:30 though, so yeah, we'll stop at like 9:30. Yeah, stop at like 9:30. It's school night tomorrow. It is a school night, so and I want to have good sleep, so I wake up nice tomorrow and not on the wrong side of the bed and be all moody and stuff. Should be bad. Tell you what, before we go and get the wool, I will do the snow first. Actually, I might have a bunch of wool in a chest anyway, because I did have an old wool farm set up over here, in and amongst those leaves over there. That was where I kept all my original animals, and if you want to see how that looked, again, playlists on the YouTube channel. I have made one called Sh4d0wcraft, 1 to 18 plus, which is chapter 1 is basically up to the Ender Dragon, and it's all like starting out, and that's when I made that farm. So if you want to see how all of this came to existence, you can check out those videos. And actually, I'll show you the villager sort of house front I've built and why I want it to be in a certain style. Anyway, again, we're just gonna cover this up all the way around, and from my perspective, try and hide all the stone. So, same sort of idea. And actually, if I can, I'll break the snow with my Silk Touch shovel, so that I get the full blocks back. Just going to fill this all the way around. Just like this. It's really annoying, the music has turned itself off. Usually there is music playing. I could actually go get a jukebox and play some music while I build this. I'll see what discs I've got. I might go do that so it's a bit more entertaining and you guys might enjoy it a bit more. Yeah, I'll go do that now. So I think a jukebox is a diamond and some wood surrounding it. Not too hard to make. I have got the other side disc, but it is up at my mob farm, which I can't currently reach because I don't have any rockets. And I don't really have any gunpowder either, so I need to go kill some creepers at some point to do that. Well, actually, no, I have cats, I have Strud, I have cats again, I've got 13, 13, and weight. I think weight's pretty good. Swift Sneak. Oh yeah, I've been to a Ancient City and got Swift 1 and 2 as well, which is really good. I haven't put it on anything yet, and I also got some Echo Shards. And music disc fragments, and this basically turns into the newest disc in the game. So, yeah. No, that's not what I wanted to do. I've got the disc now. All I need is a diamond. Actually, speaking of diamonds, I need to transfer some materials because I have... They're here, yeah. Actually, while we're here, we'll grab a wool. That's iron. It's also iron. Wool here. Yeah, it's partly organised, but not really. And I should put some woods somewhere as well. I saw something in there, didn't. Actually, I've got wood in my inventory already. Over here. So that's... Yeah, it's these ones that need the diamonds. Jukebox. Diamonds go back in here with the rest. And all of that stays in my inventory. Mob drops can go in here. I've got a bunch of full shulker boxes. Full of stuff I don't really need currently. They're full as well. Yeah, we'll go play this while I build the thing. Make it a bit more entertaining. You know what? Stone actually doesn't look too bad. I might keep it, I might not. Kind of adds a bit of greyness to it. Bit of like mouldiness, I guess. Because this is meant to look quite old as well. Where's the best space to put it? I'm going to put it directly in the centre so it can be heard from all sides. Pretty sure weight is a good one. If I get some parrots at some point, I want them to dance to this. I'll have like a dance cage, so... Yeah, it's okay. What I actually want to do at some point in the future is you make my own music or remixes of these pieces so that I can have them play in the background when I do time-lapse builds. Ow. Subscribe, for God's sake. Gonna not talk while I do this because I need to concentrate. So. Right, that's all that done, and now we can fill in with the wool, and luckily, the, yeah, as it seems, the song is coming to an end, and the actual Minecraft music is coming back on. It's quite handy. So we're just missing blocks, yeah. Basically, fill blocks, just fill in all the gaps up to this height. It doesn't matter how it looks. It just needs to fill it in up to this height, because this is the height at which it needs to be at. Thought I'd run out of wool already. Probably will at some point. Yeah, I will probably need to head over to the farms island then. And you guys will see it, yeah. Oh, the beat's picking up again. It's quite a long song actually, I think. I do want to get Pig Step at some point, because I think piglins do dance to it in Bedrock, but I'm not entirely sure. Still definitely a disc I want to get. Right, so that's going to play over there. I'll reset the disc when we come back, because obviously it won't be playing. And I'm just going to go get some wool from the farm. Oh, that's quite loud. That's very, very loud. Well, it's very, very loud. It's because I had the music up. That's why. Farm's this way. I'll actually have to use the old portal, because otherwise I'm not going to get in. Cheers, this one over here. Yep. This has a double link, so I'm hoping it takes me out the right point. If it doesn't, I'm going to be annoyed. Come on, take me out of the right place. Thank you. Yes, sometimes it takes me down to my cube portal, which is actually at the bottom. No, it depends which portal you go through down there, and it takes you out this one. Not this one to there. Yeah, this is the Farms Island, for anyone that doesn't know. And that is the tower of, well, what will be filled with every single block and item in the game when I get around to that. But this is sort of like the first big mega base type projects I did. Didn't really have any intentions to build like all the farms here in every block, but that's why I need every farm, so I can get to every block. That is white concrete. It's a bit late now. What I came for was wool, which is why I have my wool farm over here. And I won't actually need to use portals to get back, because I can just jump off a ledge and fly over. I will actually check that farm quick. That is a melon and pumpkin farm. It's it's based off Wadsy's design from his hardcore. Why is there no wool here? That's annoying. And concerning. Oh, this has stopped working, that's why. Can I understand why that stopped going? We got a bit more wool now, or no, not much. Okay, that's a bit annoying. Where else will I find a wool? Trying to think. Unless I don't do the wool and I just end the stream here, I could do that, to be honest. Because it is getting a bit late, and I need to go do stuff to be ready for school tomorrow. Actually, I think I have some wool over here. That is a iron farm above me, by the way, if you're wondering. That's where my iron gets generated. That is... oh, so I will take them back, because they're important. Actually, I need to check for any gunpowder. Oh, I do have gunpowder. That's good. I can make rockets. We check for any gunpowder that might be here, because it means I can make rockets to get back and also fly around. Oh, more gunpowder. Lucky me. Any wool as well. Any wool would be good. No wool in there. That's concrete powder. There are some chests around the back here. Not what I wanted to do. No. The way to really access these is I'll come over the back. That can actually come with me as well, because that belongs in my valuables chest. Is that concrete? That's concrete powder. That can come with me as well, because that also belongs in my valuables. I might just have to place the rest of this wool in and then call it quits, because I don't have any other wool currently, as it seems. Is there any sugarcane here? Because it means I can make rockets. Any sugarcane or any paper would be good, please. Doesn't look like there is. That's fine. I can get rockets on the way back. I can fly over this way, yeah. Yeah, so that's my mob farm up there. That is designed by Silent Whisperer. He is a Bedrock YouTuber as well. Plays on a server called Truly Bedrock. Does some pretty good tutorials actually. Some very good tutorials. Used to use them quite a lot. I still use them a bit, but not as much anymore. Yeah, we'll take this back, grab some paper, make some rockets, chuck the ore on the ore tower, and actually I'll explain that a bit more as well, because there's something I want to say to any people who might be listening. But we'll get to that in a minute, yeah. First I need to get back. Actually, I can go in this way, because there is a backdoor entrance. This is actually where my kelp farm is as well, and this is the storage place. I might keep it open as well, just because it allows me to fly in pretty easily. Actually, that's an emerald that needs to come with me, and so does that gold apple. Anything that's valuable in here, I'm just going to take through. Oh, paper, I need that. Right, rockets. How many can I get currently? 24, that's pretty good. All that paper can go back in there then. Actually, anything useless I have on me. That's blue wool, I can just dye that, so yeah. Valuables, iron. There's some more iron in there if I remember correctly, yeah. Any valuables here I'm just going to take through with me now, so I don't have to come back later. And obviously at some point I will have to sort out my storage, because it is just a mess, an absolute mess. Nothing in there, or value, nope. All the stuff in here actually needs to come through as well. So actually no, not slime balls, just my iron and my redstone. It's all good. Anything in there? Nothing of value there. Actually there's a bit of wool there, that's a value currently. Only currently though. That's a bunch of diamond shovels, not really useful. I would say bless you, but you don't really bless you yourself. Oh, that hurt. Ow. Where's this wool go? Right, there we go. Wool. Nothing of value in there. Right, head through. I think they've changed. I don't know how this long it's been implemented, but I found this out the other day. When you break hopper minecarts now, you don't get a hopper and a minecart. You just get a hopper minecart back now. I don't know how long that's been there. I've been there for ages, and I just haven't noticed. But I'm pretty sure it hasn't. Actually, I'm gonna make a lot of this into blocks quickly. Oh yeah, and if you haven't already noticed, purple is my favourite colour. I like magentas and a couple pinks as well. to know most colours. So. I can all go in there. So what, we'll make our diamonds into blocks 2, we'll grab them as well as the rest of these, and that iron too. It's just easier to store everything, to be honest. We actually have some more ancient debris there, which is good. It's fine. Form. Yeah, block form, please. And then we just chuck all this back in here. We'll go chuck this wall on top of the barn build, this or on top of the tower, and then we should be just done for the stream. I will have to quit the recording on my phone and then also quit on Twitch, so it might take me a bit longer. I also need to log. So what I'll probably do is log off of Minecraft first, then quit YouTube, then quit Twitch, or Streamlabs and Twitch, because that's what I'm using to get through to YouTube. Right, oh, there's all there. There we go. There we go. Just again, fill a block. I'm going to run along here and fill in any spaces that wall needs to go into. And obviously we can sort out some of the gradient a bit later, because it is looking a bit meh right now. I mean, in some places like this, it looks much better, but in other places, it doesn't look so great. It's kind of flat over there. Yeah, to be honest, that's looking pretty good so far. I'll grab my rockets quick, just so I can get over the top of here. And actually, it takes 2 rockets to get up now. That's how high this thing is. So I did tell a bit of a fib earlier. This isn't fully, like, all the way through. Like, I'm not hollow. Actually, I need to place inside. Something else I found out recently is that it is actually not a 13 by 13 area, it's a 13 by 12, which is why this needs to go up a bit, actually. So this, making this side be like fully built in, will make the whole thing 13 by 13. But yeah, actually, come back to the all tower thing. So the whole idea with this was to build it up to build height, fully thick all the way through, filled with ores, and there is actually about 3 layers, which is pure diamonds, and I'm going to mine down with Fortune 3, either when I end this world or when it gets up to build height, which might even be before the end of the world, because I have a lot of big mining projects coming up, which means I probably will need some more Silk Touch pickaxes. And the rule is that anything I mine in the mines underneath the cottage goes on the ore tower, but anything that I mine outside of the cottage I can either choose to break or put it on the ore tower. That's the basis of it. Then I sort of had this idea a couple months ago, just to say anyone who's out there who's willing to try and beat me at this, either make it thicker, get to build the height before me, just go ahead, because I don't think you can. That's the thing. I don't think you can. I'm challenging anyone out here who wants to. I don't think you will. And you can't have it already built. That's a rule. You can't have it already built. You have to start now, or when I've announced it before, and build it up. You can't just have it already built, because that's cheating. Right, and then that's pretty much it. So, actually, I didn't get to show you, did I? So this, you'll probably see when the episodes come out. So all the towers and pancakes over there, Pancake Day. That was the Halloween projects for 2 years ago. So we've got this pumpkin sort of thing over here, kind of relates to the story a bit. There is a dragon over there with the egg. And this is the villager house front I've got so far. And this puts some green stained glass in there. Lime green, slight emerald green. And then this is what I'm going to turn into sort of like the Liberties inspired space. And then this is the breeding chamber down here, where I get all my villagers, which then get sent down a minecart track and into the farmer's space. Anyway, thanks for watching. And actually, if you haven't seen my new skin yet, it's mainly stuff from the Christmas event, but this skin does play into the story a bit. It looks quite cool. I've got these sort of shards poking out of me. I've got a pirate hat, and obviously I kept the same wings. I've got different t-shirts, but yeah, it'll play into the story a bit. You'll get to know the story a bit when the episodes actually start coming out, which will be in February, so in about 3 to 4 days. Anyway, again, hope you have had a good time watching the stream. Hope you left some stuff in the chat. Obviously, like and subscribe, because this is being filmed on YouTube as well. This will be recorded and put on YouTube forever, so you can go back and watch this, but still like and subscribe if you are watching this as a recording. Over on Twitch, if anyone is watching me there, you can follow. It will notify you when I upload streams, and it just shows support. When I get to 20 followers, I can monetize. On YouTube, it's 1,000, and I can monetize, but everything is going pretty good so far. I'm going to log out of here, and then I'm going to turn off Streamlabs on my phone, and then once I've done that, the stream will end on YouTube. It will still be going on Twitch, and I just need to end the stream there, essentially. So we'll just get the loading screen, I'll end the stream on my phone, and then we'll end the stream on Twitch. And the barn I will finish either in my free time or in some other stream that I do, or I'll do some sort of like building time lapse, I guess. But yeah, we'll have to see. Because actually there is one more tutorial I want to get out before the end of January. Pardon? Yeah, I will. Okay, yeah, really do need to end now, because I need to go to bed and get my stuff ready for school tomorrow. Yeah. Come on, turn off, please. Yeah, there we go. And look, we finished exactly 9:30 as well. Just need to wait for this thing to load, because it takes a bit of time to load sometimes. Come on. Load, you stupid thing.